Hello everyone, welcome back with round 5 of the Yen Chirping Regional Championships for the Pokemon Trading Card Game. I am Nicholas Pierce and I am here with Connor Hayward. How are you doing?
I'm good. I just had a very exciting game and the lights just went off and it got way more dramatic in here.
Whoa, I mean, this is round 5. I mean, whoever wins this is a very good shot with top 8, so like it's fair enough, I think.
Yeah, in fact, if anything, Jesper may want slightly more light on his half of the board. We can adjust that for them.
Yeah.
As that was the thing, is because DreamHack is a massive LAN party, this is part of where they're like, right, let's get into this LAN party atmosphere.
Basically, yeah.
But as I just mentioned, we have Jesper Eriksen, who we wanted last round as well, but we got him this round instead, against a certain Sander.
Yeah, Sander Wojcik, who'd say I always struggled with, like, Dutch is hard.
Yeah, but it's also stall is hard.
Yes.
That is some stall I can see right there.
Well, I mean, it's Sander, so of course it's going to be stall, but this particular flavor, I mean, I'm just looking at this right now, and I'm wondering, like, where does Sander come up with this sort of stuff? Honestly, like, this is...
It's the same place Mark gets his deck list.
they
they just go to the weird deck list places.
Yeah,
it's not Limitless. We put the top deck lists on our website. But,
but then these end up on Limitless as well because it turns out they're really good. Yeah, there is...
Just be careful for a second because Jesper hasn't got his headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, now he has his headphones on. There we go.
Yeah, there is all sorts of stuff going on in here. I see. Well, okay, there is some like regular-ish, stall fare. We see like here the Hooper from Shining Legends, of course, that blocks EX and GX attacks. There's the Regigigas, which is just the basic with a lot of HP. But then we see Bronzong from Team Up, Stack Attacker.
Well, the Bronzong basically auto wins versus fire right now. Because it's the one which has heat proof.
Oh, is that one? Okay, right. That makes sense.
So, why do I always know the store cards? With heat proof.
Do you need to tell us something? Do you have like a secret history with stall playing that you haven't like divulged?
No, but I do quite enjoy people getting really angry when you're like, no, you're not playing this. I want to play. You can watch me play. I don't want to.
So you're that kind of player, aren't you?
Yeah. As we see their prizes.
Man, I thought better of you, man.
I commentate. I don't play. I gotta have it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I
So
that,
prize cards.
Prize cards.
We're underway.
Yeah. That was kicking off straight off. Looks like Sander has started off with that Stack Attacker. Actually, what?
Right.
What does that actually do?
Please, man on computer, can you find us that Stack Attacker, because that is a card I have never seen before.
Once I look at it, I might have like a better idea of, because I feel like it's vaguely familiar, but I can't remember like exactly why it's familiar, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. I believe the bench thing is a Zeraora.
Oh, that's it. So yeah, it has the ability where if the opponent has 3 or fewer prizes cards, it's got 200 HP.
So basically, what you do is you go, cool, you're kind of getting there, but deal with this thing.
A 200 HP basic single prize Pokemon. What?
And I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be attacking anytime soon, right?
No.
So it's just gonna be max potion.
Although it could attack actually, because there are 2 counter energy and double colorless in here. So either double counter energy or counter energy.
Flip a coin until you get tails for each heads. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck in a stall deck. That's gonna accelerate your win condition.
Yes, it is.
But what we see here is Jesper's just like, all right, that's cute. I don't know what. At this point, he'll probably know what he's playing already because these players have been around the top tables. I think Jesper finishes last round fairly quickly.
Yeah,
we'll have had a chance to go. What on earth is this mess?
So Jesper playing a much more standard.
But he has the stealthy hood.
No, he does have the stealthy hood because
that is a big deal.
Yes, it's a handy tool card that prevents the effects of abilities done to the Pokemon attached to it. Yeah. Yeah. So.
But it's also really good for the like his matchup here is fine because we've seen before that Pikachu Zekrom is capable of just overpowering stall.
Yeah.
Because it just goes. I mean, I can just accelerate so much energy out, and there's no way you're getting rid of that much a turn.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways. There's accelerating energy. You can kind of accelerate energies and get them back as well with the Tabacuca Prism Star, which in a very timely manner just came onto the field right now. And
it's almost like that was like planned.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
So starting off with a Let Loose as well. Actually, this is about as good a start as Jesper could ask for.
Yeah, disrupting the hand. Though it does mean that I'm guessing he's noted. I don't know if he knows about the unknown hand. that Sander is playing is his win condition?
Oh, no, maybe not, actually.
Because I think that it might be his only way of disrupting the hand size.
Yeah, so that means...
He's playing 2 Marshadow, so he might want to try and keep a bench space open for later on so he can get into it.
Yeah.
He's also going for the Choice Band onto the Tapu Koko Prism Stock. Is actually not a bad attacker in these matchups either.
No, it's really not.
We learnt that in Cannes, having a chat with Gustavo.
Yes.
Because he was like, yeah, you just play it, and then you attach to that, and just attack with that, and then they're like, oh, I thought I could win. That's not fun.
No, that's not fun at all. So, it's like, so that is a Pikachu Zekrom mini active, right? It is a rainbow rare, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Why do people like Bling so much? It's just...
I mean, I've got to to be fair and impartial, I kind of like rainbow rares myself, so I'm not in a position to really say anything, but Sander, play passes over to him now, and there goes the nest ball straight off, and yeah, you can see he's going through there. His supporters and everything prize isn't too bad, actually. He's prized 1 counter catcher, which he plays 2, so he plays 3 actually, so that's fine. But he's also prized 1 Stevens Resolve, 1 Gladion, and 1 Lieutenant Surge's Strategy. Now, the Lieutenant Surge's Strategy he actually plays as a one of, so that could be annoying, but he does play 2 Gladions, so he could get it out.
I think that's why he's spending so much time making sure right now, because he knows that by going through and checking his prizes when he gets to Gladion later, it's like you're searching, like you know what card you're looking for then.
Yes.
Like for these store decks, knowing what your prize cards are is actually a little bit more valuable, simply because these are the cards that you have access to.
Yeah. One important card we should note that actually Sander is also playing is that that Lugia GX, which of course has the GX type, which can just put the opponent's active Pokemon into the lost zone along with all the cards attached to it. Or is it just the cards attached? I can't remember actually if it's
something like that.
Yeah. But that's obviously a very good card for like dealing with something that has like a heavy amount of energy on it.
Yep. See Stevens, and this is the part where the stall decks do what they do best, which is just grab them.
Yeah, there you go. So it is the opponent's active and all the cards attached. So yeah, Lost Purge GX is very, very strong.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful not to overcommit to one of your attackers, because then the Lugia comes in with a energy, a couple of attachments to it, just places them all in the lost zone. All of your energy goes.
And the nice thing with Lugia, of course, is that because it's a colours attack card, so you can do this even if you're not, losing the game on prizes. Just 1 counter energy, 1 DC still does it, because counter energy still provides a colourless energy, even if the main effect of providing 2 of any colour isn't in effect. So Stevens Resolve, goes off here, and Sander's looking through to try and determine what he wants to get. Looks to be
Nespo and another Hooper.
Yeah, and something else.
Cards I saw. Probably another Stevens.
Yeah.
Stevens chain for a few turns.
Mm-hmm.
He knows really he has a couple of turns before Jesper gets fully set up. Jesper's going to be reluctant to throw all of his cards onto this active Zekrom.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. The important thing for those of you who don't know, is that Stevens Resolve just let you just search your deck for any 3 cards. Your turn ends, but if you're playing stall, you don't really care about that so much. So
no, it's very rare that that becomes a big drawback if you're playing stall.
Yep.
And it's also how they slowly accumulate such a large hand.
Yes, absolutely.
Because chances are most of their effect every turn comes from playing the Stevens.
Yes, so
or at least their supporter.
Yeah.
Which means that since you can only do that once a turn, normally, it becomes you kind of accumulate, so you almost always have options ready.
Yeah, so you can just go Stevens for 2 things and another Stevens next turn, do the same again, and especially for players with like a playing mindset like Sanders, where they're very good at planning out game plans turns in advance, and that's exactly what he'll be doing throughout the course of the game, and why these kinds of decks appeal so much to him. Yeah,
it's a weird one, because most people kind of always go, we always play stall, but the thing is to play stall well, you have to understand all the other decks.
Yes.
Because you have to know what their plan could be and how to adjust what your plan will be.
Yeah, because that's the only way you can... The way you win with stall is absolutely by determining what things you try to stop your opponent from doing, so that they're least likely to be able to pull off their strategy to overcome you.
Yep, and very simple turn from Sander. Hooper, Stevens, go.
Yeah. Looks like Sander actually plays a counter gain as well, so actually that makes it even easier for him to attack with stuff, because he can just DC counter gain, or even counter energy counter gain for stack attacker. Yeah, wow.
And those 3 prize cards those 3 energy in Jesper's prize cards are also going to be a problem for him for the rest of this game, because if Sander decides that he wants to discard the active Pikachu Zekrom, because like currently he's like Jesper's all in on it. If he's able to remove the Pikachu Zekrom fairly easily, then he's down to what, 6 energy left for the entire game.
Yeah. Like, there's an Ultra Ball. Discards. I'm assuming that's his other Pikachu Zekrom.
No, I believe that one will be his Zeraora. Looking at his set numbers, the hypers are always the high numbers.
Yes,
right?
yes, they are.
So
Oh yeah, he's only playing 1 rainbow of like each. Yeah, 1 rainbow Pikachu Zekrom, 1 rainbow Zeraora. This is how we can work it out, even though we don't actually can't tell what the rainbows are on the field.
And Lily, because
draws 4.
a lot of players when you play against Mill kind of get reluctant to play your draw support because like, but I'm going to deck out quicker.
Yeah.
Otherwise you just don't win anyway.
Well, yeah.
You
absolutely.
have to draw cards to be able to do this. Alright, well, it's a good job that doesn't currently have 200 HP.
Yes, because actually, if it did, that wouldn't be enough for a KO. But Jesper just doing the full blitz, dealing with that straight away. Does Sander have a way of getting that back? I don't think he does, because there's. Obviously, Lusamine only gets back supporters in stadiums. I don't see. Oh, there is the 1 rescue stretcher. So yes, he can get that back and use it later on.
Yep. Instead, now we just see Hooper, S-Ball, White Kyurem. I assume that's mostly here for the Charizard matchup.
Yeah,
That feels like a Charizard tech.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And of course, again, with the counter gain, counter energy, it's very easy to get it doing 160 so that you're actually one-shotting a Reshiram Charizard.
Yeah.
So, and this is the other thing that's nice about the way Sander plays is that he knows against some matchups you can't win purely by stalling. You have to deal with a threat, and he has answers to those threats. So it's almost like a hybrid stall plus counter energy, counter gain toolbox deck.
And kind of forces your opponent to go up in prizes. Guzma. Yep.
Oh, it is. Oh, look at that. He's got it. He just deals with the Tapu Koko straight away.
That's a huge turn.
Yeah. Guzma, counter energy, counter gain, freezing flames, 160 knocks out the Tapu Koko, and Jesper's not getting that back. That Tapu Koko Prism Star, it's a Prism Star.
Yeah.
It goes to loss over
At which point,
out.
how old is he? Does he have it? He has his Zapdos still, so he can still get through the Hoopers that way, but that's just a lot less effective.
It's a lot less effective because you need 2 Electropowers every single time you want to KO a Hooper.
And I'm going to be honest, it's not easy to do that.
No, it's really not. And it also means that, sure, you can get 2 one-shots if you have double Electropower both times, which is hard in and of itself.
Yep.
And then after that, you're 2-shotting every Hooper afterwards. So yeah, that is just very ugly.
So, can at least full blitz again to set up another attacker, but when he does, there's barely any energy left.
Yeah. Especially given, like we already said, one of them has been pulled out, but there's still 2 energy left in Jesper's prize cards.
Yeah.
You can definitely hear on a separate note the LAN party side of DreamHack has kicked off into full effect.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
I had a little wander through, and there was a lot of people kind of setting up still.
Yeah.
Now we're underway.
Yeah. So for full disclosure, we actually are in the tournament. We are in the LAN hall. We are in the corner of the LAN hall. You can just walk out and see rows and rows of people with computers and all sorts of crazy setups going. It's really cool. Actually.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. In the meantime, there's just another full blitz KOs the White Kyurem, but I think the White Kyurem has more than done its job. Let's be honest.
That White Kyurem went, okay, right, cool. I'm fine here because how are you getting past my Hooper?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to take out one of your biggest counters to me in one hit, and then does Jesper even have a way of? Okay, no. I was going to say obviously Tapu Koko Prism Star, like we just said, goes to the lost zone, but even if it didn't, he only plays 1 rescue stretcher, and I think he might have burned through it already.
Yeah, his non-GX options are now 2 copies of Zapdos that he's playing.
It's really not that great. There's energy switch after doing an Erika's for 2. It looks like he's 1 Electropower short, though I only saw 1. So he might just go for the Thunderous Assault for 80 and just opt for the 2-shot now. There it is.
Yeah, just accept that. Oh, well.
And
3-shot.
And it begins.
Yep. And then it's going to be, an Ace of Row, another heal card.
Yeah, this is going to...
Right. I'm glad we've got comfortable chairs.
Yeah.
Because we can settle in now.
Yeah,
because
we can.
I think this game is now fully kind of in its flow, and this is what's going to be happening for the next few turns.
Yeah.
Until Jesper finds other ways of taking KOs, or Xander runs out of heal, which, because he has Lusamine, he physically can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we could just settle back for a little bit and just kind of watch as this kind of grinds out these matchups.
Yeah, Sander is basically at the point where he can kind of dictate the pace of the game. He knows that. I mean, obviously, ideally, he would like to deal with Jesper's Zapdoses at some point as well, just because eventually, if he lets them attack loads, they will get to get. Jesper just scoops!
I mean, at that point, you know you're not going, and I think like he accepts that that game's gone, and he knows game 2 is going to be a long one.
Yeah. This is very, very sensible from Jesper, recognizing that if he wants to win a game 2 and 3, he needs to win quickly, and Sander's deck does not do quickly. He needs as much time as he can muster.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, this is a kind of understanding when it's too far. Like, a lot of players try and go for these Hail Mary plays and kind of go, right, if I get this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and my opponent doesn't have
this, and this as well.
At a certain point, it's like, okay, maybe we just scoop and try again.
Yeah,
like that is a perfectly acceptable thing to do.
Yeah, it's one of those things that one of the biggest skills that you see in a lot of the higher level players is sort of quick and accurate statistical thinking when it comes to stuff like this. So working out, okay, what is the actual probability that I can do a play that will make me more likely to actually come back and win?
Yep.
And even if I do that, what are the chances that my opponent has the counterplay?
Yep.
And if that likelihood becomes too low, no point. Just save the time.
So we see a very quick game 1, and though again, it's not as if these like Sander or Jesper were playing slowly by any stretch of the game.
Absolutely not.
That was very much okay. Well, we're just going to set ourselves up and kind of push ourselves. Like, they both want to get the game done. It just means that unfortunately Sander's win condition takes a while.
Yeah, and that's just by virtue of the kind of deck he's playing, of course. Now, Jesper's put his prizes on the mats for some reason. There we go.
Yeah, he saw Sander do it and went, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to do that. Thank you, Jesper. So oh, not
right.
again.
Energy don't... Right, when Jesper's finished, we need to tell him, energy don't go in prize cards against stall.
Yeah,
he needs them.
I'm sure he knows that deep down, probably
and
somewhere.
And he's pitched 2 more.
But I think he's just doing this because he is thinking to himself, I want to...
He can Coco anything.
Yeah. Just that Sander obviously didn't give him the chance last game. What the...
there was an Ultra Ball, and then he grabbed the...
2 Pokemon? Oh no, that's not... is that the Ultra Ball? I think that's the...
Oh yeah, the...
what's it called? The new one.
Radar.
Yes, so that's called. Lets you discard 2 cards and search your deck for any 2 Lightning type EXs or GXs. It's a very, very powerful search card from the new set.
I mean, when the set came out, I was like, okay, things that we don't need more of, lightning support.
Yeah.
What did we get? More lightning support. Yeah. So I was like, oh, well, okay,
yeah.
okay. I think someone somewhere has gone. I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
From a marketing perspective, having one of your best cards have a Pikachu on it, and one of the others have a Charizard on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically a license to print money.
Basically.
So I kind of understand it, but it doesn't mean I'm okay with it because it costs. I can't afford them. I'm too cheap.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Pikachu and Zekrom did come out in a tin, and Reshiram and Charizard will have the promo box
That
soon.
is also true.
Yeah.
But
we don't talk about how much Rainbow Red Charizard and Reshiram is. Like
yeah. So Sander already having that Hooper active means that he can, until he knows Jesper has access to the Prism Star to attack, he can just do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't need his Stevens or anything else right now. He can just go, right, cool. I have a few turns. Might Plumeria. Haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
Just stop you from setting up.
And that means turns that you can use to play Stevens Resolve and other things to search for, again, just counter energy, counter game like Kyurem KO.
Have the counters ready to go.
So
there was a Lily and then a pass.
Yep. Now Sander, what does he actually have? Wait, what looked to be a rescue stretcher. I don't know if I saw... Oh no, there's a Steven Resolve right there. So he's going to have a semi-decent turn no matter what he really does, because any turn that ends on a Stevens can't ever really be that bad.
Yeah.
Yet, here he is kind of thinking about what... Yeah, he just goes to Stevens straight away. Is happy, not doing anything else. It's very unlikely that Jesper wins this turn. I mean, he could, actually, if he... somehow gets a Zapdos into Electro Power, and I'm sure that's what Sander was thinking about before.
Yeah, there's a chance of being donked.
Yeah.
And no one wants that.
No. And I mean...
Jesper might want that.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, it's weird because although it's not unlikely, it's far from impossible, right? That Jesper just has Lightning, Zapdos, Switch, and 2 Electro Powers.
You can see Jesper's face then. It was just like, oh, it's always the stall.
There's one electric power and a lightning there already. I don't see a Zapdos though.
He'd have to get the out to the Zapdos a switch
Yes.
option and another electric power somehow, which is asking for quite a lot.
Yes.
So I think that's probably what Sander was looking at. It's like, look, if he had any of these pieces, how would he have played last turn? And I don't think the way he did play is really indicative. He's got a lot of energy in hand.
Yeah.
Do you know what's worse? It means there's not many in deck.
Yeah, and that's doubly worse because that kind of means that it's going to be hard for Jesper to finish hand out to draw more of this Lily.
Yeah, because he can't. Because right now, because in this matchup, his best attacker is this Tapu Koko.
Yeah.
He can't actually afford to use its ability to grab energy.
Yeah, and yeah, Jesper's actually kind of already given up on it. He's just attached to the active, and I'm sure he's going to just pass after this.
Yeah, and just accept that this is not so good start.
No, opportunity missed, unfortunately. Not really by his fault, but yeah, not ideal.
He's still going to map out his hand. You see a lot of players do this, if just kind of place the card down. It's like, right, what order do I want to go? And then he's decided, maybe not.
Now, Sander, did he search for a Pokemon last time? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So he's out of the danger zone now. You can bench himself another Pooper from the hand, and he's got a Nest Ball too, so he can grab something. I don't even know what. Maybe just go for the White Kyurem now.
I probably want to hold that because he knows that he can probably retreat into it and find KOs.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Like he's probably going to try. His Stevens this turn will be for the counter game, White Kyurem, Guzma, or like whatever part of that combo. So that should Jesper use the full blitz to set up the Electro Ball, the attack for Tapu Koko, he can kind of just ignore it.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, it also banks on Jesper taking a KO. What Jesper could do, if he wants to be clever about it, is just do full blitz into the Hooper.
Yeah.
Take no damage, but then still accelerate the energy.
Yeah, and just be like, it's fine. I don't need it right now.
Yeah.
I'm using this for acceleration purposes.
Yeah. So Sander goes to goes for Nest Ball just for a third Hooper, benches the second one in his hand, and just goes straight for Stevens.
So one of the counter energy is actually prized for Sander.
Oh yeah, that's.
It's fine because he's Stevens for the other one anyway.
Yeah,
but
I mean, and his one double colorless is still on deck as well, which is handy for him.
Yep. So it's a Stevens for Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
Nest Ball.
And then
it's a tough choice. There's a whole lot of cards.
Oh, he's just going to go for
St. Liza?
He might be getting just for the switching option, just in case he wants to,
Wait,
put up something that isn't Hooper.
I think it means I don't know if he has the rest of the stuff for the White Kyurem thing anyway.
Maybe, or he might be thinking about if he has a double colorless in his hand. That would be really good because then he could go Nest Ball for the Courier Melmetal, attach a double colorless.
Throw all these out.
Yeah, and make all those Pokemon take 30 less damage and discard all of the.
Oh, it's only the Melmetal. It's only the metal, right?
The what? Sorry.
It's only the metal type take less damage.
Not? No, the GX attack costs one colorless.
Yeah.
And then if you have an extra colorless, it discards all the energy attached to the opponent's active. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's going to want to do. Because only pulling the one out of the deck with the full blitz though.
Because he has so many in his hand.
Yeah. Or in his prizes.
Yeah.
All in places, but they really don't need to be.
Nope, very much not. So there's a draw. Yeah. Nest Ball. I'm sure we're going to see Lucario Melmetal attach DC, Tate and Liza switch, and then yeah. So all of Sander's not only are all of Sander's Pokemon going to take.
This is Jesper going. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, that's very very mean. It is kind of absurd that the Lucario Melmetal's GX attack only costs a colorless and only needs an extra colorless energy to do the extra effect of discarding the energy. That is pretty absurd.
Yeah, and it's a very strong attack because so many of these other tag team GX Pokemon have such high attack costs.
Yeah.
Either for their primary attacks or just for their extra effect.
Yeah.
It's just like, cool, you've spent all your time getting this thing ready. Gonna get rid of all your energy.
And Sander doesn't have a GX marker, you just realised.
It's like, oh, I didn't get it out of my bag.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oops. Well, he can just do that whilst Jesper is doing the there. So there's the GX. So full Metal Wall GX. All of Sander's Pokemon now take 30 less damage. Making it even harder for Jesper to do, well, anything.
Yeah. Jesper's going to go, I'm just going to attach. I'm going to play some cards.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do nothing because I can't attack yet.
If it benches...
Aurora?
I was thinking about it.
Nope, you're just like, nope, cool.
Yeah, this ends there. does Sander even need to do much right now? I mean, I know it's kind of like the point of his deck, but
Well,
that it
here
doesn't.
the thing is he can start attacking. Admittedly, it's only now for 30
Yes.
because of the resistance, but he can just start poking, because eventually that adds up.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it's what an 8-hit KO.
Or he could just go for Steven's Resolve.
Yeah. Steven's Resolve basically mean that like he's got he's gonna probably go for the power plant.
Yeah.
He saw that Jesper was about to bench, like kind of going, well, I suspect you're gonna need abilities at some point this game.
Yeah,
so let's just get rid of them.
Yeah, of course, that Thunderclap Zone from Zeraora GX, of course, does give all of your Pokemon with Lightning Energy attached free retreat. So does Pikachu, Zekrom, if the Zeraora is down, would retreat for free at this point.
Yep. But being able to turn off the abilities also means no Dedenne.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's too late, but because the Dedenne is already in play. But
Yep.
in theory, would mean no Dedenne, no Tapu Lele, no Tapu Koko GX.
Mhm.
Like it turns off a lot of effects.
Yeah, it really does. So
Looking at his discard going, okay, there's 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 3 left in deck. Okay.
bench, Lightning attachment. Just retreat. Oh, he's gonna go for the GX attack. He's gonna go
Yeah,
for
that other GX attack that this deck has that you never actually use.
yeah, or at least not very often. So I believe
He's also going like, I will also require my GX marker at this stage.
yes. So I can't remember the name of it, but it's very similar to Turtonator GX's GX attack.
Yes.
It lets you attach 5 energy from the
Yeah.
basically from the discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. So yeah, there it is.
Yep.
The Zeraora Jet and 5 energy going on. So this is really, really good actually. This is kind of a way to counteract
2.
the earlier loss.
Yeah, I really like that split as well because 1 more energy, which we know he has in hand, means that the active can start hitting.
Yeah.
And it hits very hard. But
Yeah.
so can the Tapu Koko Prism Star.
If we get Zeraora GX on the screen just to sort of show you guys exactly, yeah, just whatever he does. It's just such a good card actually. It's a card, one of those cards that has sort of like 3 good things in one go. So
like the Thunderclap Zone, really good for just utility and moving things around.
yeah,
The Plasma Fists,
it's just a decent attack.
160. Well, I mean that was what Boswell GX made its living
Yeah.
on, right?
Exactly. And yeah, there's full voltage GX. That says yeah, attaches 5 basic energy of any type, not just lightning, from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. So yeah, just a really strong backup GX attack that you probably don't use very often, but in situations like this, you're thankful you have it.
Well, in terms of value here, Jesper gets far more value from his GX attack than Sander got from his.
Yes.
Ultimately, Sander will get more values the longer this game goes on because it reduces the damage permanently, but right now it's not so bad.
Yeah, and the full voltage GX is kind of sort of like undone, like you said, the value that Full Metal Wall got from the energy discard. Ooh, there's a power plant though, so now that amazing ability we just talked about, the Thunderclap Zone will be shut off, so
Yep.
no free retreating unfortunately.
Unless he has a counter stadium, there is an Electropower. So this will be up to 190. Oh, he has a Guzma, I think, maybe. It's a switching option. Or is he going to just try and Marshadow here? He only does, I think this game is never going to go long enough. I think Jesper will probably, decide well before it actually happens that unknown hand becomes the win condition.
Yeah, I imagine so. And actually, one thing that's clever about the way Jesper attaches energy off of the full voltage GX is that even though the ability isn't working, he can still, if he really needs to, discard the 2 to manually retreat into the Tapu Koko.
Yep.
So that's clever.
Yeah, playing around the eventuality of the power plant. Card that you have to kind of know about. There are so many good Pokemon GX and EX, well, not in standard anymore, but EX
Yeah.
with good abilities, that having the ability to just kind of turn them off, because it normally means that you're doing that when you don't need them,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is just like, cool. It's like, basically, you're fine, the stadium's in play, but I don't really care.
Ooh, and in a twist of events, actually, Jesper has energy switched from the benched Pikachu and Zekrom onto the Zeraora GX in the active.
So
And now
it would be 190 now.
yeah, and that's no more because
Choice Band plus 1 Electropower, then take away what you get from the
yeah, essentially
from the GX.
one of them
Cancels out.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so it'd be 190.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you played a second Electric Power, that's why I was mixed up. But yeah, with the 1 Choice Band and the 1 Electric Power minus the other 30 from the Full Metal Wall, it does indeed end up being 190.
So here, so the problem is now this Zeraora can't attack for the next turn.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of damage counters in play, but Sander can probably find a way to just Ace a Roller or Max Potion it off and then just go, right, I don't mind.
Well, I mean, Ace Roller can't happen now because Sander has just played a Bills Analysis. But
yeah, this turn anyway.
And, I don't think he found a Max Potion either. So there is an opening for Jesper to take a KO here, and that would put him 3 prizes close to winning, which are 3 prizes which he very much needs.
But it does it almost activates Sander's trap cards in that he has counter catchers, counter energies, the counter gains, so and the Lieutenant Surge. So by kind of taking those prizes here, he would then basically run out, basically activate the rest of the deck that are very strong when playing from behind.
Some caution needed then, perhaps. Now, Bill's analysis seems looks like Sander's opted to grab Lusamine and Plumeria off of that. So yeah, I can't use them right now, but they'll certainly be handy in the upcoming turns. Oh, he has the Max Potion in hand.
Oh, you could just see Jesper just go.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
That's.
We can't attack this turn anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but he might have been able to retreat and follow it up. There's
that was his plan, right?
And looks like a timely field blower plus another energy switch, and it looks to be Lily.
He could also elect. So he needs. He's going to go in 4 blitz here.
Yeah, of course he can't use tag bot obviously because he has already used the Jet stack this game. So yeah, just 4 blitz does
120.
Yep.
Save the damage modifier. You don't want to waste it in case Sander has another heal card.
Yeah.
I say in case he has. He probably does.
He probably does. Yeah. But if he doesn't, then next turn he can use the modifier and can take the KO.
Yeah. Especially with all those Guzmas in Jesper's prizes as well. 2 of his Guzma are also there. But we're now getting to the point where Sander has slowly built up the hand big enough that he's like, it's fine. I also kind of like the synergy here of potentially letting Jesper take the KO on this Melmetal GX and then dropping the Stack Attacker, which he now has in hand, because at that point the opponent definitely has the right number of prize cards to give it 200 HP.
And that's exactly what's happened. Yeah, Sander sort of very cleverly here realizing, look, okay, I bought an extra turn. That 1 turn was enough. Now I'm happy to just let this Lucario Melmetal GX get KO'd, and then, like you said earlier, Connor, all of his come from behind cards are now activated.
Yeah. I mean, it might be that he's maybe thinking, well, Jesper didn't play the Electro Power last turn. Maybe he doesn't have it. But
I think the first scenario is more likely at this point.
If we're going, I don't really mind. I can just let him take it because, well, yes, but it has to win 2 games. That's the other thing is that Sander's like, yeah, it's fine. You can try and grind this 1 game out, but it's going to take you a while.
Yeah. And
even then, we have to do it all over again.
Yeah. It's one of those things where pretty much like the worst that Sander can walk away with at this point is a tie, basically.
And making sure the deck is well randomized. It was always important.
Yep. Now, then there's the Electric Power, yeah, gets slammed straight down. the flick from Jesper.
Yeah, it's like, get off.
Yeah, so 3 prizes. Goes for the full blitz and searches through the deck, nothing. And I imagine Jesper's going to end up finding, gets 2 of those energy out, so he's got to be pretty happy about that.
It's sort of like, oh, that's where they went.
Yeah. He finds actually 2 energies, and he's got Guzma as well, so that would be potentially handy.
Yeah, so it means he has access to use the Tapu Koko Prism, but because the Hooper is now in the active position, all the attachments on his Pikachu and Zekrom GX are basically pointless.
Yeah.
They're not getting him anywhere in terms of more prize cards taken. He's going to have to now switch into the Koko.
He could get the Regigigas, I guess.
Yeah, he can go for the Gigas.
Or Sander has the Lieutenant Surge's strategy just there ready, bang. 2 more supporters this turn, so he's going to see, this chain is so devastating. Lieutenant Surge into Lusamine into something else.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Does he have counter gain?
He must do.
He has counter gain?
There's no way he does this if he doesn't. Power plant, counter energy, counter gain, top down. And
that's huge.
And not only that, we could see some cards milled here. There's 1, 2. No, surely not.
The whole thing.
3.
3.
Okay. No, 4.
4. Oh my word.
4. Who needs to play Durant?
Wow. I mean, none of those were particularly big 4, but
no, that's still that's pretty good.
The Tapu Koko obviously needs to go to the lost zone, not into the rest of the discard, because Jesper is unable to take that back with a rescue stretcher.
Yep.
He's now looking at this going, Twice I've managed to get my thing ready, and you've just gone,
yeah.
See you later. That was a huge. That's what Surge is all about. It's like people talk about
Jesper's just like, nah, just forget it. This is, you got this. So
I mean, that's what people were talking about with Surge, of like its ability to chain these supporters together. But people kind of thought of it as like a resource, like you'd be able to like build a big hand and stuff like that from it. But it's actually like it's really good for tempo.
Yeah.
Because effectively what happened there is that it flips the initiative entirely backwards.
Yeah.
If it's like, okay, well, someone's now starting to get into the aggressor, but it's just not actually a problem because they go like, well, that's great, you've put all these cards down, but go away.
Yeah.
And it means that like you spend like 2 or 3 turns building up, for one turn just go, nope.
Yep. That's it. Just you're getting the Lucamine into the Guzma as well. It's like normally the whole thing about it sounds obvious to say, but the whole thing with support cards is they are extremely powerful. But you can only play one per turn, and all of a sudden
that's what they balanced around, right?
Exactly. And then all of a sudden there's a card that says, well, actually, you know what? Sometimes if you're losing, you can play 2.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like it's a comeback mechanic, right? Like the format does kind of lack those in certain aspects, but it's a very powerful, kind of swingy comeback mechanic that we get occasionally. So I think we're going to go to a quick break. We may have a winner's interview, depending on if Sander's up for it.
Yeah.
Welcome back for a quick winner's interview with Sander. I always seem to get paid with you for these interviews because it's always Mill.
Yeah.
And now it is Mill.
Yeah, no, this time it's actually Mill deck. Stack Attack on Mill.
Puts in work.
Yeah, the Stack Attack is super good. Like before you used to have to play Buswall. But with Buswall you didn't Sledgehammer a lot because they can judge your Marshadow on the turn, they go to 4 prizes, so you swing around anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Usually, so now the Stack Attacker just does the same thing, and it has like 200 HP.
Yeah, like it synergizes.
It's like an actually really good card.
It like synergizes really well with what that deck is trying to do anyway.
Yeah, the Stack Attacker. It's like I only play 2 Regigigas, so it's both the Regigigas and the Buswall in one card.
Yeah, sure.
It's super efficient.
No, but it's also we saw able to take big KOs because in both games.
Yeah, you go like the matchup got a lot easier with Power Plant.
Yeah.
Because before they could change the Zapdos, do 80 every turn. Now with Power Plant they can't do that, so they only can win with Coco Prism.
Sure.
So the matchup is just
Coco
Prism or bust.
Well, like the both games you can see Jesper is like working really hard and like, right, cool, my Coco Prism's ready. And, like,
yeah.
But what if like Guzma gain counter energy?
Yeah, just
get rid of it.
Yeah.
In both games, you could just both times you could see Jesper going, I've worked so hard.
Yeah.
No, it's a really interesting list because obviously you benefit from things like Bill's analysis.
Yeah,
like
it's also like the second game I got actually pretty lucky because I had Lucamine Search in my hand, but I couldn't search because he hadn't taken any prizes.
Yeah.
And then I just drew another Steven.
Yeah.
And then I could get everything.
Yeah, I know.
But now with 4 Bill, 4 Steven, and 4 Pokegear, it's even more likely you get what you want.
Yeah. Have you managed to hit the unknown hand combo?
Yeah, I played a mirror. I usually don't. I really hate unknown hand in this deck. I don't like it at all, but I didn't want to play Giraffric.
Sure.
And if you don't play Giraffric, you really need to play unknown for the mirror.
Yeah.
So I played unknown and I played 1 mirror and I won with unknown. So I have unknown.
I'm dreading someone trying to do that on stream because I can't. It's hard to count their hand.
Yeah. Well, we played the mirror, but he didn't play unknown. So he just asked, "Do you play unknown?" And I showed him the unknown, and he scooped basically.
Fair.
So.
Fair. Okay, so
I didn't actually have to count.
Yeah.
well, in my last round, I was playing against Zap Beast, and he couldn't win, but he tried to get a tie.
Sure.
And then he had 1 Marshall in his deck, so he was waiting for me to get 34 cards, and then he Marshalled out. But I won on prizes with attacking with Melmetal.
Yeah, sure.
Just 50.
Well, it's a fairly good attacker in a lot of these matchups of just poking away whilst taking basically no damage if hands up.
Yeah, I'm not. I actually haven't tested that much for this regional. I don't know if the Lucario Melmetal is super good because you already played the Lugia, but it just seems like it's just 1 card and it does so much in so many random matchups.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's
Mark was saying it basically for him when he was playing a copy. It basically said he feels like he auto wins that beast because they basically start hitting for 20 a turn.
It's like such a. It's kind of weird that they printed the cards.
Yeah.
The effect is pretty unique, minus 30 forever.
Yeah, and
it's also maybe a bit too overloaded.
So we're now going to finish off now. Let you go have a quick break before the next round. So we have about 10 minutes before the end of this round, we think. Okay. And then we'll be back for round 6. So see you guys soon.
Okay.